And I don't want to do that because I know she hates it, but I think it's important, but maybe I don't think it's important. And so I'm struggling with indecision and I'm not sure how to proceed. Do I just make a decision and follow that to the best of my ability with no expectation on any outcome? Or is there another formula to deal with indecision of a certain topic that you're not super into? Thank you.
Yes, well, first and foremost, you have to find out within yourself, to use your quote, why you are not super into it. In other words, are you the one dampening the excitement that could be there with your belief system? And is that why the cat is reflecting that it doesn't enjoy this? Because you're putting the damper on it with your beliefs, and the cat is simply reflecting that to you? Is there some way this could be representative of excitement? Or are you not letting yourself believe that it's possible for this to be something that actually could be exciting and important for both of you? Something that could be representative of the passion and reflected back by the cat. If it is truly not representative of your excitement, if you're honest within yourself about the difference between excitement and anxiety and not giving over to a fear-based belief, then you can recognize that it may not be necessary for you to take the animal to the vet. There may be some other way in which the idea can be expressed. But for the most part, if you feel the animal requires the assistance of someone who understands how to help the cat, how to heal the cat from an injury or a disease or something of that nature, you would have to ask yourself why you would be reluctant to follow through with that and why it wouldn't be exciting to find someone who can help the cat. So you have to examine yourself to find out if you're the one dampening the excitement and the cat is just reflecting that anxiety, or whether or not it is true that it is not representative of your passion to not go to the veterinarian whose job it is to help the animal. Or maybe you just haven't found the veterinarian you're excited about. You have to explore all these things. You have to explore all these paths, but you have to be honest within yourself about what the cat is reflecting to you about yourself and your beliefs. And that will help clarify the idea of your indecision. You have to get in touch with yourself to find out what you really feel and what you really believe about the idea of taking an injured animal to a veterinarian and why that doesn't seem to be exciting to you.
Hey, Bashar, how are you?
Perfect. And you?
I am doing well, thank you.
All right.
Um, my first question would be, is if the SSani are a hybridize, hybridization of current humans and higher level entities, are we also able to tap into their frequency and have they ever tried to channel through other humans?
You're talking about my people, the Sasani?
Yes, sir.
Yes. There have been a few that have channeled through other humans. Not me personally. I am limited to this particular human, but the idea is that other members of my society that are also first contact specialists have engaged with other humans on your planet from time to time in a variety of ways. You can all tap into our general collective vibration in order to align with it by holding the image as we have described it in your mind in a meditative state of a black equilateral triangle pointing upwards against a black background, but separated from the black background by a deep pulsating blue light, similar to the blue that you see in a gas flame. So the idea is that that's kind of like our vibrational phone number that allows you to tap into our collective consciousness and align with it for whatever way it might serve your passion to express it creatively in your reality.
I understand that. My second question would be, is oftentimes I feel as if something is attempting to come through during meditations, and even then, sometimes I get the visions of certain ascended masters, namely like Jesus,
Yes.
Buddha, and beings of that nature.
Yes.
And oftentimes, I'm not sure if they're truly trying to contact me or if it is my own subconscious trying to relay a message with
Well, it's
using
both.
them.
It can be both. It can be both. It's not about spending time wondering who it is or exactly where it's coming from. It's what do you want to do with this? How do you want to express it? How do you want to be of service to others in the downloading of this information and this connection? What do you want to do with it?
I want to be able to understand my place within consciousness and to truly find a way to use the gifts that we do have to experience consciousness even further and to allow other people to experience the same.
Well, then all you have to do is follow the formula that we've given to all of you.
I understand. And then
So it's as simple
my
as that. So do you want to express this energy in a particular action?
I currently do a mixture of gymnastics and dance, and that's the most freeing way I can express that energy.
All right, well, that's fine. If there's any other ways that come to you, then by all means, if they're representative of your passion and allow you to feel that freedom, then act on them. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
Then you are being of service to others by being a living example of acting on your passion so that they can see and feel and experience through you ways in which they may be able to do that as well.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
My last question is, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. I would like to understand what your view of consciousness is from your perspective.
Consciousness is the awareness of existence itself. It is what existence is. It is aware of itself, and that is consciousness. And everything is a part of existence. Everything is a reflection of existence. And that reflection creates self-awareness, and self-awareness is consciousness. It is a reflection.
It is a reflection.
Let me put it to you this way. There is the concept called the One. It is unbroken. It is homogeneous. It has no separation. It is unaware of itself because there is nothing else but it. So in the One is created a pattern of energy, so to speak, a reflective pattern that creates the appearance of something other than the One. As soon as you have this idea, this appearance of something other than, then you automatically have the creation of awareness of self other than what it is you are experiencing. So it is the very concept of other thanness that creates self-awareness as different from the other. And as soon as that exists within a pattern, you have consciousness, because all consciousness is self-awareness. But it requires that reflection of otherness, that which you deem not necessarily to be the self, that creates the reinforcement of the self as different from it. Is this making some sense to you? We understand that this is an interesting concept that doesn't necessarily completely translate into your human language, but that's about the closest approximation we can make.
And that absolutely makes sense. And it's just for, and I've been working towards trying my best to understand that in the easiest way that I know how, because lately I felt that same kind of reflection and pulse of energy shaking my world, so to speak,
All right.
and kind of reflecting through the rest of the world from that perspective.
All right. Well, how exciting.
It is very much so.
All right. So does
Thank
that
you so
serve
much.
you?
Yes, yes, it does. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Aveo.
Avail.
Oh yeah.
Nervous. Why are
I
you
don't know. I
nervous?
get nervous really easy.
All right. Well, why do you choose to have that experience? Do you not necessarily mean that you are simply getting excited?
No, I am. I'm super excited. I think that's why. And I think I put a lot of pressure on myself to come up with questions that can help everybody. And but it
Why?
just because I almost felt selfish to get this opportunity and just ask questions that are more personal. And
It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Again, anything that we discuss will help someone.
okay.
You have to allow yourself to relax back into your true self. It's not about taking on the responsibility of the world. You can't be responsible for others. They make their own choices. No matter what gifts you have to share with them, it's none of your business what they do with that information anyway, because that's not your life path. Your life path is to simply be yourself, share whatever gifts you have to share, but let go of what other people do with that information, because that's not your business. So remove the weight from your shoulders.
Okay. I'm actually curious though, because this week what happened was every question I had, I ended up like running into a video or a book or something like that that answered it. And I know when you
Yes,
ask
that's
me
how
questions,
synchronicity works.
it just happened so fast though. I'm like, wait.
That's how synchronicity works.
Okay.
It eliminates the time lag when you are operating on the high frequency of matching the frequency of synchronicity, because everything is synchronicity. So when you're matching the frequency of the physical reality that you're creating, synchronicity works very quickly. You start to see the connections between everything.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's been really fast. So it makes sense. So
Yes.
I guess my question is, one of them anyways, is in December, I had a dream where I was being lifted up into a ship and had like a purple triangular shape below it. Was that just a dream that I was having, or was that a real experience?
It's a memory of an experience,
Okay.
but it takes place in
Mhm.
an altered reality.
Okay. And
Then
who
you
was that?
create in your physical mind a dream to symbolically represent it, because that's the closest analogy you can create in physical reality. They were hybrids.
Hybrids. Okay. So I am part of the hybrid program. Is that right?
Yes, most people that find us and communicate with us, not all, but most, are part of the hybridization program. Yes.
Okay. I thought so. That was good confirmation. The other question I have is, so I really enjoy energy healing.
Yes.
Um, but I don't have any like open clairs, like I'm not clairvoyant or anything like that. So
That
how
you
can
know
I
of.
okay. I feel like I don't have a lot to offer. I really love it, but I feel like I'm just not able to offer a lot. So is there any way
Again, you have to divest yourself of this idea that you are supposed to take on the responsibility of the world. What you have to give, if it gives you joy, is enough. You have to just be yourself. Stop judging yourself. Stop limiting yourself. You are the one then that is taking that energy away from those that you purport to give it to, by not just simply allowing it to be an action of joy for you. That's what they're going to pick up on. Stop judging yourself for not doing enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really bad at that, so that makes sense. I do judge myself a lot, and I put a lot of pressure on myself to get things right. And
Yes, but that means you're actually getting them wrong.
okay, huh?
So when you just relax and just give naturally and just have fun doing it, that's when you're giving the most. That's when you're doing your best. Just relax and give and share.
Okay.
That's enough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm such a worrier. I don't know why. Since a little kid, I've always worried and
Because you believe that you aren't good enough.
Mm,
You are.
okay. Okay.
Just let it go. Just let it go. It doesn't serve you. Just let it go. You are good enough. Just do what it is you're passionate to do. It is enough. You are enough. Just be yourself. That's all you have to do. Just be yourself. Have fun being yourself. Share what is fun for you to share. And know that's enough.
Okay. I know. I know this. I do know this. It's just it's harder to
You do not know it. You do not know it if it's not in your actions.
true. I guess I tell myself like I know I'm enough, I tell myself this, but then I guess I just don't believe it.
That's not enough. You have to know you are enough. And when you know you are enough, it will be in your behavior, not just in your thoughts. You are enough. Let go. You're helping people. It's enough.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay. And then just my last question I have is I'm just curious too. Whenever me and my mom get together and I do energy healing on her, she says she always sees a little blonde haired boy, and I didn't know if you knew who that was.
It's a connection to a hybrid child.
Oh, wow. So her hybrid child or like my hybrid child?
We're going to let that continue to be a mystery for
Oh
both of you.
no. No. Okay. And then, I mean, it seems like too, whenever I do any kind of sessions, that there's a lot around me. Is that true or?
Yes, you always have help. Just let it through. It's
Okay.
enough. You're enough. The help is there. Just know that it's there. Just do what you do.
Okay.
All
Well,
right?
thank you, Star. That's it pretty much today.
All right. Aveo.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, Bashar. There was one time when I was sleeping, I just feel like I got into a tunnel. My heart beat fast, and I can also hear the sound of vibration. And the tunnel got brighter and brighter. Suddenly, I just find that I came into another world, and in that world, my mind is very clear, and it seems like that I can know everything. But suddenly, my emotion came. It just drew me back to this world. And these years, I tried many times to recreate this experience, but not successful. But every time when I tried it, I feel that my spirit body is floating, and I can also hear the sound of vibration. That's all. I just wanna ask, is there any guidance to the next step when I feel my spirit body is floating? Thank you so much.
Yes, it's not about recreating that experience. You tapped into your spirit self, where you are unlimited, where you know everything. But it's not about just recreating that experience. It's about bringing that experience down to earth. It's about bringing that energy through you by following your passion and acting on it and bringing that energy to the world in service to humanity. So stop trying to recreate the spirit experience and remember what it felt like. And from that feeling, take the actions in physical reality that are representative of your passion. You are of the correct vibration when you remember how it felt to be in the spirit realm. So when you remember how it felt, then act from that feeling, act from that vibration in physical terms to be of service to humanity by acting on your passion.